plus Bloodghast. You know, the fact that Bloodghast is basically indestructible. And then the Highborn, he's got so many good ways to get value.
He also comes in with the confidence of having won in the Swiss.
Absolutely, you can tell he's got the smile on his face.
Yeah.
Now Bulkowski's got the smile too, but I feel like Montoya has the psychological edge here. He seems like he feels like it's his day. He's gonna win.
And he's been hearing that Patrick Chapin's been pushing vampires all day too.
Is that what they just said?
No, I just made that up.
That's the highest in integrity journalism here at SCG Live for SCG Open Denver.
He may know that you've been pulling the vampires.
So some people say
some people say things.
Some people say that these baseless accusations and rumors that I'm going to try to spread are true. It's true. Some people do say that.
It's true.
Absolutely, it's true. I've heard that anyway.
I know.
That's the beauty of hearsay. Absolutely.
We got the head judge has heard it as well.
Right. So official ruling has been made. It has been heard.
The guy who played the Pure Steel Paladin deck, that was Alex Lapping, I think was the guy's name.
Yeah, he ended up losing again, so he ended up dropping to 23rd.
Okay, so his list is not up. But,
yeah, his list, for those of you wondering, was 4 Pure Steel Paladins, 4 Stoneforge Mystics, 4 Spellskites, the Kemba, it's got 4 Mortar Pods, 4 Flyer Husks, a Sword of Vengeance, Sword of Body Mind, Sword of Feast and Famine, Sword of War and Peace, 2 Batter Skulls, yeah, and then he's got a Basilisk Collar, and 3 Spider Silk Nets, 4 Dispatches, yeah, Spider Silk Net.
Yeah.
And then finally 3 Hex Parasites, and then as well as 4 Inkmoth Nexus and 17 Planes.
That's nice memorization, yeah.
Don't tell anybody I can do that.
I won't.
Alright, so they're going to take a look at their opening hands. Really important match to not take a mulligan in. Very, very important. Looks like Montoya has a great mix. 2 land, including a red. Good mix of removal and spells, including the Bloodghast and the Gatekeeper. This is everything he wants.
I know Jason has at least 2 mountains as well.
This is definitely one of those matches where you want to draw a couple land early, and you want to stop drawing land.
So we got the turn 1 Goblin Guide from Jason on the draw, and is that a Viscera Seer on top?
It is. Now the only thing missing really from Montoya's hand, he doesn't really have the 1-drop removal. You know, it'd be really kind of nice to have access to like a bolt here, but he wants to be as conservative as possible. He's gonna definitely go for that Goblin Guide's throat, because he knows that playing any creature it would just die anyway. So this way at least he can prevent a little bit of damage.
So there's a Pulse Tracker on top, and go for the throat.
Jason, searching up. Does he have Ember Hauler? If he plays an Ember Hauler here, he's going to look mighty embarrassed when he gets Gatekeeper. It's possible he just plays the Spike Shot.
Looks like that is exactly what he's doing. So Spike
plays
Shot
2
Elder.
Spike Shots.
Spike Shot Elder. Yep.
Yep. One is going to get eaten by the Gatekeeper, and the other held off. Not even really held off. Just the Gatekeeper will eat a bolt. But Montoya has the 3rd land. This game is definitely going the way he needs. You know, this is exactly what he wanted to do. Trade early, just throw cards into each other, get ahead by a card. He chose to play though, unfortunately. But I mean, I guess there's worse things. I mean, it might just be that in this matchup, he's got enough power that he just wants to not get run over.
There's that Gatekeeper.
So, personally, I wanted to see him play Teetering Peaks on the Spike Shot, bolt the Gatekeeper, and just hold the Ember Hauler.
Yeah, he's definitely going on a different plan here.
What is he? Decides he's going to slow play it? Montoya drawing an excellent Lightning Bolt here. And this is where you just swing with the Gatekeeper, right?
Seems right.
I mean,
I don't see why you wouldn't.
I mean, as long as you just drop a couple more guys, like he's definitely gonna have to bolt the spike shot elder, and you just don't care about the ember hauler. Let the ember hauler be a guy. Don't give him the satisfaction. Don't give him the value. As long as you don't try to do anything to the ember hauler, it's just a guy.
Yeah. Just a bear.
Right. So just.
Is that a skull?
It is.
Is it like a mistake to leave the scalding tarn uncracked with the ember hauler on the battlefield? Like, do you just crack it before you play it so you can't ambush it in case you crack it in the turn and get bolted in response?
No. Why would he crack it in a turn?
I'm saying, like, if
You
he,
wouldn't.
if he like needs it at some point. Like,
Not in a
like,
turn.
Does the fetch land have any value for him?
Yeah, I think it's fine to put it in, like, yeah, the question was raised if Scalding Tarn is going to hurt him here instead of being a mountain, but I don't think it does, because the only way you actually sacrifice the Scalding Tarn is if you were going to use the Ember Hauler. And if somehow Montoya wanted to use 2 removal spells in the Ember Hauler, Bulkowski would be thrilled at such a prospect. There's no way he fetches at end of turn, because he'll just wait until he untaps and the fetch on his upkeep.
Yeah, like, but I'm just saying, like, does having the fetch uncracked give him any value?
Absolutely, it gives him the option to not crack it.
So Montoya bolts away the Spike Shot Elder and then adds a Bloodghast to the board. And Bulkowski cracks the Scalding Tarn.
Right, now the Montoya's tapped out, a bolt right here, hitting the Gatekeeper. A bolt hitting the Gatekeeper. No, it doesn't.
No, must be his upkeep. The upkeep cracked it and drew a mountain.
So, oh my gosh, he's got 3 more land in his hand. So his only play here is to bolt the Gatekeeper and just try to bash as hard as he can, right? Like, he just drops the Teetering Peaks and at least gets 4 in. This game is quickly slipping out of control. You do not want to be the guy to draw more land. So I think that you might actually want to board out some land in this matchup. Board out the costs and land. Board them out. Should be in the main deck, but board them out. There's still time.
Yeah, I think he had 24 land when we
I would
saw it.
totally go down to 20 land in this matchup. That's exactly how you lose. Everybody's just running their cards into each other. The way you lose is by drawing too much land.
Too many blanks, yeah.
Montoya, meanwhile, the perfect mix of lands and spells. Begins the Bloodghast beats. Absolutely uncaring whatsoever about what the Red Mage could potentially capable of. So the question is, what does he drop? I mean, it seems like the right play is you lead with the Seer, and then you drop the Highborn, and you don't play the Pulse. But is he leading with the Pulse Tracker?
Looks like it. Yeah, there it is.
Is he going to play all of the guys? Well, he doesn't want to play the land because he wants to keep the Highborn. He wants to save the Highborn for the very, very end, and he wants to save the land to keep the Bloodghast back.
Right.
Very diligent play by Montoya. Well, Searing Blaze is not a bad little draw right here. The problem is that the Viscera Seer is definitely making it a lot less exciting. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, because he's still going to take the damage.
Mm-hmm.
But,
well, in with Ember Hauler.
yeah. I mean, he doesn't really have much choice. This is the way it's got to be. This is where he's got to... Oh my gosh, you can't ship the turn. You have to Searing Blaze, right?
Guess not.
Oh. Now he's going to get hit hard enough that... This is a risky proposition here.
Yeah.
He can't be taking enough damage that Bloodghast gains haste. That's the last thing he wants.
This is 5 right here.
This is 6. No, 5. This is 5. He's got to play one of those 2 land, right? Because he wants to be able to threaten as much Highborn action as possible next turn.
Yeah, that seems right. And he can always bring that Bloodghast, have the...
Yeah, as long as, he still has another land in his hand anyway. Dude, play the Dragon Skull Summon.
Well, there's a Highborn hitting the table for Montoya.
Plays the Highborn. How?
He's going to Searing Blaze in response.
Wow, imagine if he actually just dealt 2 extra damage and took 1 less damage.
Yeah.
Yep, so... here we are. Looks like, I mean, it sucks. I mean, maybe he just thought that he had to try to risk it and go long, but Montoya getting that extra scry activation out of his Visaris here. Sacking the Bloodghast, knowing he's going to play a land this turn anyway. To the bottom. Now the Seer itself. Keeps another Highborn. It's going to be tough. Bulkowski's nowhere near having enough damage to finish him off, you know? I mean, I guess he needs to draw a string of, like, Burst Lightnings?
Yeah.
I don't even know if he has time for all that, though.
Right. Well, here's a land and bring the Bloodghast back.
Yeah. So, tight, diligent play by Montoya, rewarded. Looks like he's going to take a 1-0 lead. One can only imagine if the score was currently 12-7.
Yeah.
Swing in there, 12-5. With the Ember Hauler in play, any direct damage spell wins. Every damage point matters so much with these red decks. Alright, so the board, Lava Claw reaches, 3 other land, multiple Lava Claw reaches, so Montoya's got plenty of action in the resource row, plus a Pulse Tracker, a Bloodghast, and another Highborn in hand that he kept when he scried. Bulkowski, 6 land, quite a bit flooded, with an Ember Hauler. Nothing else in hand. So, running out of time in the window, but it's really kind of tough, because he can't really keep killing guys because of the number of Highborns in play now.
Yeah.
So now, I guess his hope is that he's going to block, sack, Ember Hauler, shoot. I mean, it still doesn't even matter. He's dead to the Lava Claw reaches. So I guess if Montoya doesn't have another land,
Swings in with the Ember Hauler.
ambitious,
Block, Celestial Highborn.
how
And,
how can he win now? He can't.
Yeah.
Alright, so going to game 2. Alright, time for the critical sideboarding. This is where both players board in even more removal. It's times like the, you know, in the world of bolts and gray ogres, or of bolts and grizzly bears, the Phyrexian Rager is king. So I think these gatekeepers and Manic Vandals are gonna.
Yeah.
Although I guess Manic Vandal might not even do that much
They
because.
can probably hear you right now, so be careful not to talk about anything you might see.
Why can't they hear us right now?
There's nothing else here.
Yeah.
Then why couldn't they hear us 60 seconds ago?
No, like if you see him sideboarding something.
Alright. Looks like Montoya is sideboarding in Sarah Angels instead of vampires.
They were talking before the round about if they could take one card out of their opponent's library, what would it be? Bulkowski said the card that he thought would be the biggest threat to him would be Bloodghast, not Colester Headlong.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that he can't kill it. Like, once the Bloodghast is down, you know, they're playing an attrition battle.
Well, Montoya thought it would be. He said not Highborn, like he was surprised at that.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Highborn's an excellent card, but I mean, he's got so many good ones. The Highborn, the Bloodghast, the Gatekeeper, the Manic Vandal, the Lava Claw Reaches. So many ways to gain advantage. Bulkowski, not a ton of
Maybe,
counterplay.
that
I mean,
was
Koth
his
isn't even
go-to
did that.
card. I don't think it seems too slow, but that was like the only thing he could come up with.
Yeah, this is a hard matchup for the mono red player. He's completely teched out to beating Callblade, and Vampires is the opposite sort of.
This is like
opponent.
the exact opposite of Callblade.
Yeah, the exact opposite. Other than it's winning.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Callblade isn't winning, so I
That's
guess
true. I was
it's
gonna
the
say
opposite. in that
Callblade
regard.
lost. Yeah. So lost to
Dude,
Mono Red.
just the sound of that, you know, just rolling off the tongue. Callblade lost.
Callblade lost.
Callblade lost.
Callblade lost. That does sound pretty good.
Callblade lost. Of course, it put 3 people in the top 8. It was like half the top 16.
But what
despite
happened with
only
all 3 of those lost? Callblade lost.
Yeah, let's believe the hype, man. It's over. Now, I don't know if you guys heard. Cobbling's Rate of Terror is over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Flores ended it. Patrick Sullivan, I believe, ended it. He didn't even think he ended it, but other people said later that he retroactively ended it.
Yeah.
Black Red Vampires, apparently, ended
Clearly.
it.
Cobbling
Adrian
actually
Sullivan announced
decided-
it was over.
Cobbling has actually been killed more often than Magic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like Magic, it has come back every single time and continues to be awesome.
Like blood gas too. Ban
In a
blood
lot of
gas.
ways like Blood Gas, but a little bit more.
Blood gas is a problem.
Yeah, like Magic, right?
Like magic. Wait, magic's not a problem.
Dude, no problem, man. No problem. Magic the Gathering, all you need is a deck, a brain, a friend, and a blood gas. No problem.
And
Glad we recorded that.
So what do you think the chances are that the Legacy metagame tomorrow will be as diverse as this one? You know, we saw 3 Cobblade decks, 2 different types of mono red, and a Black-Red Vampires, and a Splinter Twin. That's a pretty good mix.
I think Legacy could be would be more diverse. I mean, you mean just the top 8, right?
Yeah, just the top 8.
Just
'Cause
the
this
top
one,
8.
how many different decks were there? There's Cobblade, Twin, Vampires, Kuldotha Red, and Red Dick Wins. 5 different decks.
Yeah.
Do you think there'll be 6 decks or more? We'll give all ties to Standard. Just because in Standard, if there's more than 2 decks, it's considered to be a diverse metagame.
That's true. It was. Wait a minute. We had vampires.
Vampires.
Mono red.
Red Deck Wins, Kuldotha Red.
Oh, because you're counting all 3 red decks separately.
No, I'm not. Just 2. I think Red Deck Wins and Kuldotha Red are 2 different decks.
Okay.
And then Cobblade,
Mhm.
Deceiver Twin,
Mhm.
and Vampires.
Okay.
5
Okay.
decks.
I see.
Yep. I think that the Legacy metagame historically is generally more than 5 different types of decks. I mean,
Yeah.
most Legacy metagames have been right around 6 or 7 different decks per. Is that right? Right around 6 different decks. Like,
Yeah, I think Legacy.
what do you think the chances are that they would go for Iron Man right now? Like, just switch it over instead of just playing it out like it is? Yeah.
Switch it over? Yeah.
I mean, you can Iron Man sanction Magic, right?
Um,
Well, sort of.
it
You have to.
tends
There has to be some
dramatically
improvisation.
favor one player over another.
Like, yeah, blood gas.
I was gonna say, what happened with blood
Duct
gas?
tape.
Right?
No, so
Obviously, blood gas just needs to be banned.
maybe it's just max pain though. Maybe it's like instead of actually corrupting the game state, you just have a binder full of extra copies of the cards in your deck, and you just have to rip them up.
Doesn't that make Jace the worst card in the format?
Jace would die a lot. You'd have to rip up a lot of Jace. And
That
you wonder
is
why Cobblade isn't in the finals.
Yeah.
Iron Man Magic with Cobblade. Probably not the first on a lot of people's lists, but. So it looks like Bulkowski has a good mix. Does he have a creature though? I see a lot of burn spells and a couple land.
Mountain. I want to say double burst.
I don't know. If I were him, dude, I would seriously board down to like 18 land. Like, first of all, you're never hitting him with any creatures anyway. Only use the creatures as burn spells, but board out like some land and just have a bunch of direct damage and just try to 20 to the face. Just get down.
Well, both players lead with a tapped land.
Cough of the Hammer, indicating he has definitely not gone with
Not
my
on- not
strategy
on
of
your
drawing
strategy.
first, boarding out 6 land. Dude, I would totally board out maybe at least 4 or 5. Sure. Alright, Montoya drops the blood gas. Yeah, I predict an early win. Not a lot of answers to blood gas in Bulkowski's strategy. So his hand is Burst Lightning, Searing Blaze, Lightning Bolt, Koth, and another land. I guess the good news is that he can I mean, ambitious. He decides not to play the tap land. He's hoping to deal 6 damage with that Teetering Peaks and the Koth. Right now, Bulkowski hasn't played any cards yet, just has 4 land in play. Montoya is 3 land and blood gas, but his 3 land include 2 lava claws. Montoya just trucking away. He's got to put Bulkowski on Koth or just a fistful of burn. You know, like literally Stone Cold 18 damage.
Passes the turn after.
He's got a very
swinging with
controlling
Bulkowski.
hand with a lot of go for the throats. This is not exactly the type of hand where Koth is actually going to do anything. I mean, really, what ends up happening is you play Koth, you play your Teetering Peaks, you eat a go for the throat, and then it soaks up 4 damage.
Yep.
No, he just plays the Teetering Peaks. Correctly reads Montoya for the removal. Good play by Bulkowski. He's going to sit and just try to build up a perfect storm of direct damage here. He definitely seems to want to wait to drop the Koth on a turn where he can actually at least get 4 damage out.
Right.
Yeah, because if you know it's going to die anyway, at least try to get a lightning blast.
Right, exactly. But yeah, Brian keeps passing the turn. He's content to just beat with Bloodghast.
It's a really interesting strategy by Montoya. Is his hand literally all removal? That is a lot of direct damage. Bulkowski patiently building it up. Didn't actually save any land to turn on the Searing Blazes, though. But hopefully he'll eventually draw one.
He has one.
Oh, he does have one
Yeah.
now. Did he just rip that?
No. Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it
I
is.
was going to say, it looks like... But I mean, if you believe in
No, but he's not.
the heart of the card.
Unless he's using it now.
Why not? Searing Blaze now, and you get to get him to crack that Verdant Catacombs. That's 1 extra damage.
That's right. Haha. Koth of the hammer variety.
It's time for action.
Searing Blaze on your guy that's tapping hand block.
Did he wait? Is Koth just going to get bolted now? What is he doing? Is Koth just going to get bolted? Oh. Wait, he didn't do it.
What did he... He has to have done something with Koth.
There's no way he added all red mana to his mana pool, did he?
Okay, no. There
He
he
didn't do it. No. He didn't bolt the Koth when he had the chance.
Well, Mountain
Maybe,
swings in for 4.
let's just pretend that Bulkowski responded to his own call without passing priority with the Searing Blaze. That's possible. I mean, that's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
Go for the throat on the mountain.
Preventing some much-needed damage.
Crack a Verdant Catacombs.
Dropping to 16, which is actually precariously low considering he's got another Searing Blaze, a Bold, a Reverse Lightning. I mean, he's looking...
It's a hot hand.
That's damn near 60.
And Bloodghast comes back.
How he rolls. So, the Koth is going to soak up some damage as Lava Claw certainly just gets in there. God, I can't believe he didn't Lightning Bolt. Dude, that's the oldest trick in the book. Assuming the book was written after Planeswalkers were created.
Was it Next Level Magic? That's right after Planeswalkers, right?
Alright, so... Are you hearing about Next Level Magic available exclusively in Star City Games? The ebook to help anybody who's looking to...
Is the Bolt the Koth in... It's the oldest trick in there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Koth was a legal card.
Bolt the Planeswalker.
So, it looks like some more glare has entered the red zone. I'm guessing it's the Lava Claw reaches.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And that's going to be definitely death by Lava Claw.
Yeah.
The question is he going to pump the fire rating so that Bloodcast can still get the 2 damage in, but leave himself vulnerable in case there's another Koth coming?
Well, let's see.
He does. He decides to pump. Good man. Got to play aggressive here. He's got to make a life advantage, too. He's got to be careful. Though, definitely, we're getting to the point where, I mean, he hasn't seen any spells. Bulkowski's got some fire. He's going to light it up.
So Lava Claw reaches, kills
God,
the
I wish
Koth.
these guys played with stuff like Gut Shot. You know what I mean? It's just nowhere. You just think you're safe. Take it.
All right.
And we're in the second main phase for the Vampires player. Passes the turn. Alright, Bulkowski draws, and it's another land. Not exactly what he needs, but at least he can activate another Searing Blaze and just sort of get busy. He fortunately has
that
enough
looks
life
like the
that the
plan,
Bloodghast
yeah.
is not going to have haste when it comes back. He's trusting Montoya to 12, with both Lightning Bolt and Burst Lightning in hand.
Yeah.
What's the other spell? Does he have another spell that does a lot?
Oh,
Another
yeah.
Searing Blaze. Oh my god. This is disgusting. You know, I kind of wonder, was Bulkowski supposed to just Searing Blaze there?
I was wondering about
Just
that.
to get the 3 damage in? Because, I mean, he needs to draw, now he needs to draw a land and a burn spell. Whereas if he would have just did it, I mean, he's got, I don't know. I guess he's got enough of a life cushion that he's playing the control game. This is, taste it. That's what I like to see. Just lightning. Just taste it. I'll have a spiky, bro.
Well,
Bloodghast can come back. Absolutely.
there he is.
Absolutely.
He should be
We're
yeah, there
pretty
he is.
close to seeing a crack sack fetch. Bloodghast.
We'll be giving away a 1-year premium right after this game.
Bulkowski getting busy, putting Bulkowski on a very short clock. This one's tight. I wonder, did he need to blow that Searing Blaze? No, we'll see. We will see. Grizzly Bear enters the battlefield. Sorry, Black Bear. Another Black Bear entering the battlefield.
Lots of pressure.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. And the sick part is that since a Lava Claw is going to swing next turn, he's going to end up having to use one of those burn spells, so he might end up falling farther behind. God, it'd be so much easier to imagine what he's supposed to draw if he had just used the Searing Blaze that way, so we could just visualize every card in his deck. And there's a land.
And Scalding Tarn.
So, at least he's assembled what he needs for Searing Blaze to do max pain. The tricky part is going to be, how does he survive this attack phase? Because if that Lava Claw comes in, he's going to have to use a burn spell. Montoya drops to 9.
Passes the turn. At least I think he did.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, taste it.
Was that bolt used?
Lightning
Yeah.
Bolt. Lightning broke your ball. What's he draw? Oh, the Highborn. Needs with the Highborn. Why not? This whole sequence. This is all very, very bad for red. So close, but far away.
There's a bolt for a Gatekeeper in response to the Highborn.
Is this somehow good enough? What does it even do? You can't kill the Gatekeeper. I guess you have to because he's at 4? Okay, so is he hoping to draw Wildfire? No, he can't because he's got Cluster Highborn in play.
Burst Lightning your Lava Claw reaches.
So there's no, like, what could he possibly draw? I mean, there's nothing, right? Like, the Highborn has him locked out.
I think so.
That's
Yeah,
not going to do
that's
it.
it.
And that's it. Your champion, Black
All
Red
right.
Vampires, Brandon
Congratulations
Montoya.
to Brandon
Congratulations.
So, for 1
Call
year
up your dogs.
premium here, What is the name of the last player to win an SCG Standard Open with vampires? Tweet the answer to SCG Premium. To win 1 year of Star City and Premium access. So, wow, you called it way earlier before we even saw vampires. I mean, we knew they were out there, but we didn't even see one on camera.
So the thing about being able to see the future.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is what it was.
This is it. This is it. Lottery tickets, elections, MTV Movie Awards. Use it on this.
Yeah, seems good, especially doing commentary. I mean, when we watched Mono Red earlier, you said there's too many lands, and I think in both of those games that we saw,
Doesn't it
he
look
drew
like
too
you should
many
board
lands.
out like 5 or 6?
I mean, based on watching that, it does. So
what are the chances do we get the champion here? Do we have time,
yeah.
or are we just getting out of here?
Yeah, are we? We may have to shut down.
Yeah, it looks like we are past
Get
our
ready to shut
bedtime.
down. Yeah, it looks like they're about to shut down the venue here, and
But hopefully there's some chance that the champ will be here tomorrow, and we can pull him in during the Legacy.
Yeah.
And, I guess get a little bit of his ear for a minute.
right. Yeah, see what he has to say about his experience today. But yeah,
He seemed very confident throughout, you know?
Absolutely.
And very deliberate. It looks like a player who did not just pick up vampires yesterday.
no, not at all. So in the meantime, we are getting some answers here for our premium giveaway. We'll be announcing the winner just before we go off air. Matt, you're gonna pick a winner to, I guess, give people another minute or something to answer. But so we've had kind of pretty exciting day.
Absolutely.
Not
A lot of good matches.
Yeah, not nearly as many call blades on camera.
Or in the field. I mean,
Yeah.
when there's only 25% in the field,
Mhm.
on camera, we definitely saw a little bit more than 25% of the decks on camera being Call Blade. But overall, I mean, Call Blade performed well. It did pretty well and everything like that. But a number of decks did well. Mono Red did well.
Yeah,
Black Red Vampires won the whole thing.
very aggressive decks.
And we saw a lot of very aggressive decks, and we saw some kind of interesting decks like that Birthing Pod deck.
Yeah.
The Blue Manji sort of Bant
Yeah,
Blade
Bant
hybrid,
kind of thing. Yeah.
right? And then obviously the Splinter Twin deck.
Mhm.
No surprise, but still
Right.
kind of interesting deck.
I'm going to take a picture real quick.
Right.
Absolutely.
You guys are open base plugin.
Okay, cool. We actually will have a minute here, so you can get the chair out of the way here.
So what am I supposed
The champ is here. Make like a vampire pose or something. What is a vampire pose?
If you're going to do that as
The Vampire Pose is the one holding the trophy.
Yeah, there you go.
It's good.
Is it?
Doesn't believe it.
You'll take
Oh,
it.
is everyone texting?
That'll work.
Dude, congratulations.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Congratulations. So, vampires. How long have you been playing vampires?
Well, I played it back when it was mono black a couple years ago when Jund was around, even though it was a terrible matchup against Jund.
Oh, yeah.
credit
Patrick was just saying, clearly you didn't just pick up vampires yesterday, and that's why that was my first question. Is you definitely seem like you're, skilled with that strategy. We're trying to get a third chair in here.
No, you're okay. Keep going.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
So yeah, what was your record today going into the top 8?
X02.
Okay, what were your draw? Would you just draw in?
Yeah, true.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What what kind of field did you encounter? I think we saw you earlier in the I think one of the later Swiss rounds, but I can't remember who you played against. But yeah, so what kind of was the field that you encountered?
I played red a couple times, and then in the finals,
Yeah.
pretty much the same build, same type of deck.
Mhm.
I played like a Cobblade X-Heart combo deck, and it was the only real Cobblade like type of deck that I played. So I didn't, and I assumed that Vampires was good against it, but honestly, I didn't really do a whole lot of playtesting. I didn't really do any playtesting.
Yeah, well,
so
the removal definitely is so huge
Yeah.
against those combo decks, and then you had plenty,
Yeah.
with the dismembers. I mean, dismembers are in the deck. How that card just seems like it's so good in so many decks right now, but it's great in Vampires being able to actually pay the black rather than the life. But
exactly. Yeah.
What would you change going forward? Anything?
The sideboard definitely. Mark of Mutiny just doesn't seem to hit anything or be sided in for anything against anything. I just don't see. I guess it was mainly for
aggression an option.
Yeah, it was. I chose the extra damage over the instant because
the Winter Twin.
Right, and again, yeah. It could be a good call. I didn't. Again, I'm not really all that familiar with the format. I didn't know what I was going to be playing against. I didn't think there was going to be a lot of Splinter Twin, to be honest. So.
Cool. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Are you playing tomorrow?
I might be. Yeah. Maybe I might do the draft. I might do extended, legacy. We'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and definitely it was exciting to watch. Watch out, a lot of aggro decks kind of floating around the top
six rounds
table
ago,
today.
I was like, man, Black Red Vampires winning.
Yeah, he called it before we even saw Vampires.
6 rounds
so.
ago.
All right.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so this is Patrick Chapin.
Yeah, I'm Joey Pasco. Here, congratulations here for our champion here with Black Red Vampires.
Champ is here.
And
We gotta give away some premium.
we actually have a winner for our 1 year free premium. Robert Yeager, that's at Garrus, Gaarus. Congratulations, you win 1 year of free premium. So let me tweet that, and we will be back tomorrow morning with Legacy coverage at 10 a.m. local time. Is that right? And we'll be noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and we'll be covering round 1 through the end of Legacy.
Awesome. See you guys tomorrow.